Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can increase your website's ranking in search results so that way it generates all the leads your business needs. I'll show you the search volume and traffic that these top sites are getting, as well as the amount of new leads that would be coming directly to your business. Now, organically getting your page ranked using proper SEO techniques has always been the best long-term investment with the best returns for your business. Now, running ads or being Google guaranteed is a great method that we utilize to get immediate leads in the short term or in an emerging market you're trying to branch into, but always used in conjunction with SEO. Compared to the amount of search volume you get to your site, the cost per click or per call would be much more expensive, but probably the most beneficial part is that you're building equity in your brand that's always going to remain. When you've reached your ad spend budget, your listing disappears and your entire web presence along with it, but your website, though it may drop and rank a bit if you're inactive with it, will still be there to generate leads. So to highlight what you need to do in order to achieve this, I've taken your website as well as the top listing here for electrician in Phoenix, and then I've put everything in this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your site that it uses to determine your position in search results, and then rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So you can see just quickly why this company is ranking at the top of the page above yours, but let me go into a little bit further detail on what these numbers mean and then how you can improve them. So when Google is trying to determine in what order to rank websites for a search result, it uses two different factors. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site. Now this basically boils down to a popularity contest because this authority is gained when other websites or domains refer back to yours and then they create a link and then acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. So to give you a quick example, if say the local news station did a write-up in an article on their website and it said the top 10 best electrical companies in the Phoenix area, and in that article, the readers could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now these backlinks can come from many different types of websites, including blogs, editorials, guest posts. However, one strong and very important type is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those directories include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, Better Business Bureau. They're usually all free. It just takes some time to find them, register for each one, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. Now you can see based on the amount of backlinking that this company has, how much authority and trust that Google is placing in your site. But you can also see that you have more websites that are referring back to you. So this is a good highlight here to showcase that it's not just a matter of the quantity of these links, it's also the quality. So certain websites are more spammy and not trustworthy. We need to find websites that are highly authoritative and also relative to your service industry, so that way they can transfer that trust and that power through the backlink to your website. Now, the second factor for ranking the page is the content that's on the page. So as you can see here, these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on your site, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we do some research to try to find all the highest volume keywords relative to the services that you offer and the areas you include. And we want to make sure that they're what we call buyer specific or buyer intent. If somebody is just searching water heater, they might be trying to get ideas on different types of water heaters, maybe some information on what the best one is for them. But if they're searching for, electricians in Phoenix, they're actually needing a job to get done. So these are the types of keywords that we go after. So just to use this as an example, 350 people a month are searching for electricians Phoenix. Right now, you're in position 76. So that's going to put you on the 8th page of Google. Down here with electricians in Phoenix, you're on 97. So that's about the 10th page. If you were on the first page of Google, combined about 700 people would be seeing your website whenever they search for electricians in Phoenix. Now, we're very conservative, and Google Analytics estimates about 10% of total search volume actually converts into a lead. So you're looking at about 35 new leads per keyword just using these two keywords that'll come into your business, whether through calling you directly or a form submit email through the website. Now, obviously, depending on the percentage of customers that actually, or percentage of leads that actually convert into customers, and then obviously the profit margin per job varies greatly too. But you can see how just the sheer volume of leads coming in every month can definitely add to some revenue at the end of the year, and that's just for one keyword phrase. So then we repeat that same process for all the keywords that are relative to your services and locations, and making sure that those are properly ranked so you're getting all the traffic and leads coming from them. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords on your site. So if we take a look at it here, the layout is looking great. We've got all the information right at the top in this header that anybody could want with all the drop downs. It's mobile optimized so they can click the call, which is fantastic. The only issue that I'm really seeing here is just the amount of content that's on the page. A quick note here is if you want to try to rank better in specific areas, actually building location pages would definitely be beneficial as well. I'll explain that in a minute. So Google is going to come in, and it doesn't matter about the layout. It's just going to come in and count all the words and text on the page. So it's generally looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on a home page because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are, and then the more likely it is to recommend you in search results. Now, while it's counting all the words, it's searching for those keywords, so any kind of services you offer and areas you offer it in. However, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one keyword for every 150 words of text on the page. So this is where just having a list of locations unfortunately won't help you rank in those specific locations for a search if somebody were to say type in electrician in Scottsdale without having content to support it. So if you, for instance, wanted to have electrician in Scottsdale as a keyword for you to rank for in a search, the 150 words of text to support that have to be speaking and describing directly about the keyword itself. So you need to talk about 150 words about being an electrician in Scottsdale. Same thing with all these location cities. And like I said, what we normally do is we build out an entire back page. So it'd be your url.com/ whatever the location is, say Anthem. And then we would find all the keywords that have the word Anthem in them that are specific to your services, and then build out the content specific for each one of those keywords so that way they'll properly rank. Now, in the search results, the first thing that's going to show up are the Google Guaranteed and the ads. However, if there are no ads in the area or directly underneath that, this will be what we call the Google Map Pack. So this is another important area to try to get into because a lot of traffic comes to these top 3 sites since they're also at the top of the page. Now, to be listed in these top 3 is free. You just need to fill out and optimize your Google Business profile, which is part of the Maps app, so it can be done right from a smartphone. You want to fill out as much information in this profile as you possibly can. So all your services, your areas, even your hours of operation. Your business description, you're allowed 750 characters. You want to completely optimize that with as many keywords as you can as well. And then you want to add photos that are geolocated and tagged from within your service area, as well as posting onto your profile on a regular basis because Google really rewards activity on this profile. Then collect as many reviews and get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to appear in more directories than anybody else on this list. So underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up in the list you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites that are high quality and relative to you are going to help you climb and outrank the competition. Then once your site is ranked, you'll be getting all that search volume and all those leads coming directly to your business. So I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence so that way it can either complement or possibly take over the need to be spending money on any kind of ads or a Google guarantee. But please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like to go into any further detail. We could talk about some of your goals for the business. The great thing about SEO is it can be very targeted specifically to either a certain location or a certain service that you want to try to get more traction in. We could do some research on our end to find out what it would take for you to reach that. I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you.